dideteksi oleh
Indo. Di na kayo natuto.
Capabilities of All Out with the final slash would be also a very huge factor. If Flot comes in, you're able to utilize that R-Lot to try to dash out of the way. That's a Camilla pick as well. So if you have the Blood Pack
jungle
together with the AOG, yeah, it's most probably in the jungle. Banger of a game. This is game number 1 between Indonesia and Philippines.
Yes, of course, you know, ladies and gents, if you're a fan of Team Philippines, I feel like they've been dominating. You can give your cheer for them. But of course, if you're from your support here to support Team Indonesia, Camilla jungle as a gamble against Team Philippines. Hopefully that works on the Blazing Duet.
In the mid lane, just testing each other's metal as Team Philippines already in position to try to start this turtle fight. They're disrupting Delvin though, forced to get that retreat on the bottom side.
But the airstrike coming out side of Pabiko as well, picking up first blood against the jungler for the side Team Indonesia. Turtle picked up by Nepasino already, and he's still going for more. He's fighting onto the Kacha all the way up top and pinning him against the wall in his own jungle as well. And Fiona also joins in the fun.
2 levels ahead of Afan right from the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, the clear from this Camilla is taking super slow, but I think it's all about the utility. That's gonna be a stun coming up from Alexander distribution. So yeah, like a fun right now. Do you really try to contest this Lord from Nepomuceno?
I think you have to give it up unless you want to try put on a blood pack, but De La Cruz is not gonna let that happen.
Alexander targeting on the Pabiko as well, and now leave his own team high and dry right here. Oh, here comes the ultimate coming out from the side of Afan as well. Better airstrike coming in from the side. Pabiko is also Alexander tagging onto the taunt coming out of Pabiko. Vienna joining in the kill onto him. Nepomuceno down Alexander and Delvin and Sioki as well. Vinuya for now. Afan tagging onto Vinuya. There's also going to be the Mystic Gush coming in for the side De La Cruz right there, denying for the side Del Calvin, and now Delvin is going to get kicked. Afan will be able to find onto the damage with Vinuya as well. Those blood pack is starting to hurt.
Great blood pack, great counter engage, but Indonesia is not over yet.
The damage coming up from Pabiko there. Not only just that, De La Cruz and then from Senna peels for Pabiko. Delvin couldn't even play the game at all.
Indonesia wants to play passive, but in Philippines it's not. They're going on the offensive.
Oh man, the blood pack is not, I would say 1.5 item div is just so ahead. Like look, that's like what, how many levels ahead already? And De La Cruz fighting on the fun right here. Would not be able to do anything because the Heaven's been pinned and locks him down. Delvin, the Mystic Gush just hits air. Has a better KDA than Team Indonesia's doing alright.
I think Indonesia making a beeline towards the bottom side. Vinuya is all alone.
And here we go. There's going to be the Kacha over the 8OG. Vinuya trying to make a play right here to find a slash. He will be able to try and get alive, but not for long because Stinging Right jumps all the way with the Blazing Duet. And now it is time for Team Indonesia to strike.
Top side though, Viana's taking that top side T3 that's cracked wide open. One more hit. But Philippines, they have done the macro game. Indonesia, yes, they threw 5 members onto that bottom side, but it opened up so much on that top.
Yep, two members from the side Team Philippines going down for the count. But don't forget, you are very ahead earlier just now, so I don't think that's a very good item. You can see Nepomuceno is just absorbing so much damage. He actually pins for the fun of it, just asking, hey, Vienna, will you want to play? But unfortunately, Delvin fights the laser on his panda.
What a find. Nepomuceno was all alone, especially for the Camilla. You have that defensive capability.
Damage. Vinuya, absorbing quite a lot of him. Even the Mystic Gush as well. Nepomuceno using heavy speed. But don't forget, there's also a Lord marching all the way top. Team Indonesia, you have to go back and defend. Don't forget about the Lord that's marching in. And this is when Team Philippines is more than happy to handshake these fights.
What a mind games. They're pulling Indonesia away. The Lord has free reign over this throne.
And now it's just Team Philippines just going to find a win. Right here, they do have a bit of minutes, and it's just wave after wave of minutes, just marching in Team Indonesia as Team Philippines picks up game number 1.
Yep, like we considered, that's the Camilla and the Benedetta. At least right now, they do have some form of late game push insurance in the form of Benedetta, and typically you want to run a full damage build on the Benedetta. So I mean, slightly semi-tank, just a little bit at least when you're facing up against the Claw. You build the Chastis to lower his attack speed just a little bit. But how far can that take you?
Correct. Like Carmilla going into this particular roster, Team Indonesia. I'm sorry, man. This is something that I wasn't expecting, right? Game 1, the Carmilla jungle doesn't work. Benedetta coming in, I understand why the Benedetta comes in. You want to be able to just find DE with Electro, find a blow. Hopefully with the iframes, you gain access to the mid. And after that, go ham, right? Now, with the fact, yes, for that one. So, don't forget, this is not a time for Team Indonesia to try to pick up a fight as of now. Because they don't really have that Fatal Links win con that I was looking for.
You need to have a lot of coordination for that to happen as well. Nepomuceno trying to look for an opportunity.
Here comes the Electro final blow as well. Afan picks up the turtle away, stealing that away from the side of Team Philippines. Nepomuceno having a bit of smaller trouble. Yuki, heavy spin, also committed to try to get out of there. As Bruno goes down for count in the hands of Delvin.
Nepomuceno was unable to find the right timing, but here comes Vienna.
Vienna blazing duet already landing upon the members of the side of Team Indonesia, but it's nothing but a tickle because this is an early game, Claude.
Philippines definitely not happy about how the fights find the different heads and find the different heads of the Hydra fast.
Alexander trying to find Papico all the way in the back. Real world manipulation for the side. Papico is not used as of yet. Alexander still holding on to the Fatal Links. Vinuya jumps into the lightning form. Nepomuceno will be able to find onto the turtle as Stingery will return the favor with De La Cruz. Vinuya finding onto Alexander as the member for the side. Team Philippines collapse onto Team Indonesia. Nepomuceno already going into the heavy spin, but it's just a drive-by, and he's now slightly out of position. He's in no man's land. Piana coming in. PMI just in the nick of time. We'll be able to take down Tingarai.
Trying to get that box down. Papico with that kill onto Delvin.
Hey, what, 4 people earlier just now in that scuffle?
Three people.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but Delvin fell at the end. But hold on.
Getting down, busted down by the side of Vinuya as well. Don't forget, Sora acts like an assassin, especially.
You lose out Shelky. He's making a beeline towards this turtle. This is going to be interesting, whether De La Cruz is going to set things up first.
So, I mean, we'll be able to find a taunt onto Dingarai right there. Members from the side of Team Indonesia just zoning, using all of that with utility. And now it's going to be a fun Nepomuceno still finding onto the turtle, even in the middle of real world manipulation. Now it's also going to be a Fatal Links activated at the last moment. Vinuya trying to go into, jump into the air, and the choke point against Team Indonesia as Xiaoyuki and Delvin returns the favor. Now tagging onto Nepomuceno. Dingarai picks up a double kill.
Philippines took down that turtle, but they lost 3 members in the process. They had that slow push up on that top side, so the macro game is still on and ongoing strong. The issue was Papico set up that box. They didn't realize where Saryuki was. He had easy access into Papico and into that back line. Vienna was way too out of position, and having that that Benedetta slow push up on that top side, gonna send Saryuki up onto the top side to deal with that. If not, they'll lose a T2, but looks like he has other plans.
I feel like member from the side Team Philippines knows what now. Spider Sense tingling as well. We'll be able to find onto Yuki. Still holding onto most of their ultimates from the side of Team Indonesia. Team Philippines as well. All the battle spells are up. Same could be said over the side of Team Indonesia. It could be a fair fight going into the next team fight.
The Lord Dance is trying to bait out where Saryuki is, identify where he is, try to bait out the ultimates that Alexander wants to bring to the table. If not, De La Cruz will be able to start things off with the Wrath of Dryad as a counter re-engage if Alexander comes too close. The issue is right now they have not only have to deal with the Atlas, they have to deal with the Carmilla as well. Afan is just nearby, and as Philippines has a collapsible kind of draft, this is going to be difficult for Indonesia to for Philippines to break apart.
I would say the problem is, you know, Team Indonesia, that Juicing is proven very deadly. Vinuya may get caught in the awkward position right here, goes into the storm, and here comes the Blood Pack as well. Now it's not only just De La Cruz, Nepomuceno also sharing all of that damage, and also the Fatal Links to pull Team Philippines in an awkward position. Heavy spin as well. Oh, Shuki! Then the final Electro blow getting denied by the heavy spin as Nepomuceno is just trying to find. Papico will be able to find onto Xiaoyuki though. Papico goes into real world manipulation, and also the blazing duet for Vienna. But Dingarai has something else to say. There's not much to zip zap to move on the damage onto Vinuya as well. Alexander hopefully trying to peel. Nice flicker for the side. Vinuya will be letting the damage onto Afan. 3, 4 members. 4, oh no, wait, there's a total wipeout for the side of Indonesia. And are very tanky heroes.
Yeah, Vienna already showing himself right now, and I think for just to add on to that, Delvin with the pepper spray and just slowing everyone down is just really high utility for Philippines.
Lingering around right there. Now the Lord is down low. Just a little Papico right there. Nepomuceno picking up the Lord for himself. Now Vinuya goes into the Thunderform, trying to jump all the way into the sky, but doesn't activate the ultimate. Flickers all the way back out to safety. Nepomuceno gets picked up by the side of Delvin, and it's going to be Vienna jumping all the way in. The blazing duet gets denied. side. De La Cruz also activating ultimate. That's a shutdown by the side Tigray onto the members for the side Team Philippines. Now Binuya, the only casualty, but at the very least, Team Philippines secures the Lord.
Indonesia knows that Pabiko already used, especially since the Lord is going to be spawning up on that top.
Yep, Shiayuki, you know, using the Benedetta to its max, right? Like split pushing, creating space all the way in the upper side of the map, forcing Team Philippines to really go back and kind of engage onto it. You can see De La Cruz having a lot of problems. The burst damage coming out, and not only just that, the Rev on the Dryer coming in, taunting everybody from the side of Team Indonesia down. But it seems like Team Indonesia still slightly outfaced. Pepiko real one manipulation, a little bit too deep, and then with the crown and also Vienna blazing the way, pushing Team Indonesia down. Team Indonesia running out of steam, losing a pawn.
De La Cruz is still left alive. Without Vinuya though, they know that they can't force that engage anymore. But no jungle, Philippines could just be a straight beeline and blitz down this Lord.
And not just that, Shiayuki already using Petrify to get out there. The Electro Finder Blow still intact.
Baiting in the Fatal Links, baiting in the Blood Pact. And this is the power of the utility coming in from Indonesia. Will be hard to tear down, will be hard to take out. Upon Philippines.
Limping all the way to the Lord. Lord already half HP. De La Cruz goes into the conceal as well, try to find onto a fan to release the ultimate. He just wants to make sure everybody targets onto him. And while that's happening, Nepomuceno sneaks away the Lord from Team Indonesia.
There's the Blazing Duet as well, Viana.
Shiayuki, no way for him to run. Even with the Electro Finder Blow intel, it is not enough because Viana on his claw is just bursting him down.
So much disruptions from the Rapid Dryad alone. That's a 5-man taunt every single time it's used, and it's so on its foot. Shiayuki really needs to find a way to get into Viana.
Hello?
That is the main damage of, you know, the main hits. Delvin, and a spot button right there.
What's Indonesia doing? Delvin just decides to walk and also burn the flicker just to try to get on the way. And this opens up a lot of things for the side of Team Filipino as well. And now it's going to be the Zaman Force coming out for the side of Tigray. Alexander down low already goes all the way to the Immortality. Shiayuki trying to cut out with the also Electro Thunder Blow, finds onto Viana, and now has to back off. Assassination attempted, and Viana is that victim.
I think they were waiting on that bush to try to single out Viana. At least they took out the marksman. At least they took out the main damage of Philippines. Now Indonesia will be able to defend against this Lord, and it's up to the drawing board once again.
Binuya getting picked up by the side of Delvin, though. There's also a Lord marching up top. Zaman Force already used by the side of Tigray to wave to clear that Lord. But Team Indonesia is still not out of the woods just yet. Mid lane, they have Lord priority.
Waves on the long lane, getting slow push down. It's still pretty even. The Lord, all 5 members are right there. Looks like they're sending Shiayuki up on the top side though.
Well, I feel like if you're Team Indonesia, you need to try to burst down that Lord. I heard a concealed play. It seems like, you know, it could be a fun. And also Alexander trying to make a play right here, but would not be able to find anybody. There's nobody there in that particular part of the jungle. And now Binuya looking to try to pay some form of revenge right there. And that choke point, and also the blood pack as well. Members for the side of Team Philippines, this is not exactly where you want to be. Great one manipulation coming to by the side of Pabiko as well. Delvin will be able to use the Crucifixion. Killing spree coming over the side of the Benedetta already. Shiayuki and the blood pack, the damage flows into both sides.
Tigray is down low. Viana might be able to take him out. He's got immortality though.
Zaman Force to no avail, but it's going to be a trade. Viana is still alive though, and now Shiayuki has to make a run for heals. Trying to go for Pabiko though, but Viana is also down low, trying to heal all the way back up. Nice with the ground.
He might be able to do it though.
Pabiko, an outplay from the side of Pabiko against Shiayuki.
It's 3-on-1. It's Delvin against the rest of Philippines. Will he be able to do it?
He should be able to do it right now. And now the members of the side of Team Philippines using Nepomuceno to basically try to push Delvin all the way. And now Viana with a blazing the way. And there you go, a solid 2-0.